we're looking at a piecewise function that we're asked to sketch this graph. And what a piecewise function is, this one has three different functions that we're piecing together depending on what their domain is. So let's look at the first one, f of x equals 3, only if x is less than or equal to -2. So that function is going to be everywhere less than -2, or to the left of it. So f of x equals 3, that's a constant function. It's a line. It's a horizontal line at 3. So let's go to -2, because this is going to be everything less than -2 because of our domain. And since it has a line underneath it, we're going to use a closed dot because it asks us to use closed or open dots. So at -2, and then it's anything less than -2. So that means we're going to go to the left, get my ruler, and we will draw our line. So it's going to go to the left. So that's this part of the function. So we just graphed it. Now let's look at f of x equals -2x minus 1. So that's our second function. That's a line. And the quickest way to graph it, and I'm going to write it over here, f of x equals -2x minus 1. I know what my slope is because the slope is whatever's in front of that, the x, so that's my -2. And then my y-intercept is that -1. So that means I have a point at 0, -1. So this all stems from the slope-intercept form of a linear equation, where m is the slope, b is the y-intercept. And this is only between -2 and 2. So that's the only part we're going to really be concerned about, is between these 2 points. So we know at 0, -1, so that is in our domain. There's going to be a point there, 0, -1. And then our slope is down 2. We think of it as rise over 1 to the right 1. So down 2 to the right 1. Or you could go up 1 and to the left. Either one of those will work. Okay. And then really the only other, since it goes to 2, I want to know what's going on at 2 of this function. So when I plug 2 in, I get -4 minus 1, which is -5. So at 2, we're going to be at -5. And it will be a closed-in dot because of the equal. And then at -2, if I plug -2 in, I get 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1, which is 3. So it's going to be right here. And you could say we put an open dot there, but it's already a closed dot from the other function. And then let's connect all of these dots here. There we go. So that is our second function that we've just graphed. All right, let's try the third one, which is f of x equals -2. Well, it's like 3. That's a constant function, so it's going to be a horizontal line at -2. However, it's anything greater than 2. So greater than 2, okay, it's going to be anywhere here at -2. And it's no line underneath it, so that's going to be an open circle. So at -2. And then anything greater than, let's see if I can do this, is where our line is going to go, that direction. So when I finally look at it, that's my piecewise function according this particular graph. Let's see if I can get that to focus just a little better. There we go, a little clearer. Sorry about that. So again, f of x equals 3 right here. Anything less than -2 and equal to, so that's the colored in dot. Then we brought in the next function, which is from -2 to 2. Graphed it. This is a closed-in dot for that particular function. And then the third function, which I'll check off, is x greater than 2, I'm sorry, -2, at x greater than 2, f of x equals -2, but only greater than 2, and it's an open circle. So that is our piecewise function.